Ladies and gentlemen, the striker conversation is materializing again. Romelu Lukaku is running his mouth again. We're going to talk about that. Todd Bowley and Clear Lake Capital BlueCo, they're getting the backlash from Strasbourg, so we must touch up on that. And of course, there's a little bits and pieces in regards to Malo Gusto as well. Let's go. All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get cracking into the latest in Chelsea news. Chelsea have added Napoli forward Victor Osimhen to their list of possible January targets. We've been hearing this particular news for a while now, and it keeps materializing every other day. Chelsea are in the market for a centre forward and are already monitoring Brentford's Ivan Toney. So we've been told for the past few months that it's Ivan Toney and it's Victor Osimhen. They're the two particular strikers that's in our list for January. Look, this is what I have to say, and this is what I've been saying for the past few videos as well. I'm not entertaining any centre forward conversation at the moment. I'm not looking into the January market. We've bought a lot of players. Let's focus on what we have right now, and let's reassess the situation come January time. For me, it's paramount that we work with Nicholas Jackson and Armando Broja right now. I think both of these players are really pushing each other at the moment, and they will get the best out of them as well. So you never know what can happen. These two players could absolutely explode because both are now ready. Armando Broja is back from injury and he's slowly getting back into it. He got that goal against Fulham, which I think will set up alarm bells to Victor Osimhen to make sure that he doesn't become complacent. And Nicholas Jackson himself has been scoring a couple of goals. I think one against Brighton, one against Burnley. So both of these players, I feel like, are pushing each other. And this is why I feel let's not worry about the January transfer window at the moment. Let's see exactly how this pans out. Both of them could explode. And then I know a lot of people have issues that Nicholas Jackson's probably going to be going to, definitely going to the African Cup of Nations competition in January. But I'm not too worried about that either because we still have Armando Broja. And don't forget, Christopher Nkunku will be back and potentially in certain games, this is what I said before he got injured, Pochettino will be using him as a striker at times. I know we like to use him as a number 10. Don't forget, there are a few games that he's played on the left side as well with Nicholas Jackson up front. So there's plenty of possibilities that could happen. One of the biggest reasons Chelsea all throughout this particular summer window said that the fact that they didn't go for a striker is because they had Christopher Nkunku. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, let's not worry too much about the striker situation. Both of these strikers would be magnificent. My preference, honestly, would be Ivan Toney because of the Premier League experience. But Ivan Toney is now heavily getting linked with Arsenal. He's potentially going to be choosing Arsenal. He's an Arsenal fan. I know it doesn't matter what fan you are. Osimhen is a Chelsea fan. So, look, I don't know what physical state Ivan Toney is going to be post his ban that's going to be lifted in January. I believe he is training with or some part. I'm not sure whether he's training with the team, but he's doing some level of training. He's allowed to do some level of training, but at the end of the day, he's not going to be match sharp by the time January comes around. So what level of player we're going to get with Ivan Toney is a big question mark. Victor Osimhen is a monster. We know he's a monster, but to deal with Napoli is not going to be easy. And all of these stuff that's happened to Victor Osimhen with Napoli in recent times, is there going to be a legal process that's going to take place, or is the matter now done and dusted? The only way I can see Victor Osimhen deal happen with Chelsea is Victor Osimhen needs to push for that. Victor Osimhen needs to somehow break his contract, or else we're going to have to pay exorbitant amount of money to Napoli to get this deal done, which I don't think Chelsea Football Club will do. Napoli are looking at something around 150 million euros, approximately around that region. It's just not going to happen. The level of wages Osimhen is going to demand as well, you best believe it's going to be in excess of 200k. And Osimhen probably be looking for Champions League football, which at the moment, I'm not sure whether we're going to get it or not. So this is why I say, ladies and gentlemen, let's just worry about what we have right now and let's focus on Nicholas Jackson and Armando Broja, because I feel something could happen. Something really good could happen over there. Let me know in the comment section what you feel about the whole scenario. Do you believe in Nicholas Jackson? Do you believe in Armando Broja? Or do you think, do you know what? Nah, stuff this. They're too young. We're not about this whole process and patience. Let's go with someone like Ivan Toney or Victor Osimhen. Next up, Romelu Lukaku running his mouth again, ladies and gentlemen. Romelu Lukaku on summer transfer window. And it was like literally a couple of days ago when Romelu Lukaku said that, oh, I don't want to talk too much about my summer transfer, window talk. I want to do all my talking in the field. And now he comes out and says, most of the people here in the room know me. I don't like beating around the bush. I'll speak in time. But if I actually said how last summer went, everyone would be shocked. There were times when I really thought I might explode. 5 years ago, I probably wouldn't have stood back and done it. This guy, man, what are you going to talk? What are you going to say, Lukaku? What do you have to say? We all know what you did, mate. We all know what you did. You betrayed Inter Milan. You didn't want to come to Chelsea Football Club by hook or crook. That was not even an option for you. You declined Saudi Arabia, which you've said Al Hilal approached you, but you said that it's not time to go to Saudi at the moment. You still want to play Europe. I don't know what you were doing with Juventus. Not sure what sort of negotiations were going over there. And then you end up in Roma. So what do you actually have to say? You've separated with Rock Nation, I believe, your agents. You've disregarded and didn't pick up Lautaro Martinez's phone when Inter Milan finally struck up a deal with Chelsea. That's the exact moment. The moment when we actually struck up a deal with Inter Milan, because it was a long process, drawn out transfer saga there. You then did a flip, 180, nice flip, and you've said goodbye to Inter Milan. You gave them a mad slap in the face. Backhand slap too. What you got to say? You've bigged up Lautaro Martinez. You said that, oh, he's your brother, this, that, the other. When you were at Chelsea, you did that infamous interview and you said, Lautaro, you stay at Inter Milan. I'm coming to Inter Milan. And then you didn't even pick up his phone when they were trying to reach out to you. He even invited you to his wedding and you didn't have the courtesy to pick up his phone. What are you actually going to say, Romelu Lukaku? And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of days ago when Romelu Lukaku news was out, I did say that he's a good footballer. Don't get me wrong. He's a very, very good footballer. Yeah, he has the odd bad days here and there, of course. But, I'm not surprised the way he's banging in goals for Roma at the moment because he's a damn good footballer. You do need to have a different style of, the way your team plays to accommodate for someone like Lukaku, but he'll bang in goals. But it's his temperament. It's his mentality. This guy he thinks he's never in wrong. He actually has the audacity to feel that he's never in wrong. He thinks the world is against him. This guy, he does not live in this planet Earth. He lives somewhere else. So for me, don't say anything, Lukaku. Keep your mouth shut because the more you say, the more it's going to look bad on you. So this guy, man, I'm fed up. I'm absolutely fed up with him. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, Malo Gusto on Reece James and healthy competition. We give each other a lot of advice. He tries to help me, and I try to help him as best I can. On the pitch, it's war. We know it very well. We don't necessarily give each other any favors, and it's the best who will simply play. I love this. I love this, man. Malo Gusto is not fazed by Reece James's aura. Do you know what I mean? Reece James, captain of Chelsea Football Club. Reece James, we know at his best is the #1 right back. I would even say in the Premier League. I know Trent Alexander-Arnold's name gets thrown around a lot, but I feel like Reece James, when he's fully fit, is the most complete right back you can get. Attackingly, you can get just as much as quality like Trent Alexander-Arnold. Defensively, it's not even a question. But I love the fact that Malo Gusto has come out here and he's embraced the challenge and he's looking forward to go toe-to-toe with Reece James. And at the moment, obviously, Reece James being injured, looks like he will be back very soon. Malo Gusto would always have an opportunity because God knows when Reece James, touchwood, doesn't get injured. But history suggests Reece James consistently gets injured. So I like to see this. Malo Gusto being very, very positive and, up for the challenge. And hopefully, keeps getting a lot more opportunities. And so far, I've been very impressed by Malo Gusto, to be honest. Last but not least, this news absolutely bothers me a lot. I want to hear from you guys, honestly. Put down in the comment section what you feel about this particular news. Strasbourg fans are critical of BlueCo ownership. We don't want the incompetence that reigns at Chelsea in Strasbourg. Strasbourg Alsace fan group have written to the club president, Mark Keller, criticizing the BlueCo ownership. Honestly, I don't know what these guys are criticizing. These guys, and to all my French fans out there, please put down in the comment section, what is the situation happening here? Why are Strasbourg fans actually upset? Because the way I look at it, you guys were on the brink of being relegated last season. You don't have the money. You've been brought over by the Chelsea ownership, BlueCo, and they've injected a fair bit of money into your club this the last summer that just went. I think roughly around 56 million euros that was being spent. Brought in some quality players young good quality players. Got yourself a good manager with Patrick Vieira, and you've also got Angelo Gabriel on loan. Like, he's one of the top talents that we're looking at the moment. So I don't know what you're upset about. I really don't understand what you're upset about. Last I looked, I think Strasbourg are doing okay in Ligue 1. I know in recent times you've lost a few games, but it's better than last season. So you rather not be owned by BlueCo and what? Be relegated, be in the relegation battle? I don't understand. Is it just because you don't want to have our ownership and just have your own identity, but it don't matter if you get relegated or not? You're going to be safe. More money will be invested in your football club. You're going to get a lot of players that, young players that come to Chelsea will be going on loan to you guys. Quality young players. I'm not sure what you're upset about. If anything, you should be thanking us. I don't understand this. It actually irks me a lot. It irritates me a lot when I see this news. This is the second time I've now seen this. I think the last time was a couple of months ago. Strasbourg fans were irate about the BlueCo ownership. I don't get it. Someone please in the comment section mention to me why these lot are upset. It's insane. If anything, be happy. Be absolutely happy. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's news. Let me know how you felt about every single one of these news, especially the striker situation. And if you've enjoyed this, smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, everyone, take care and see you.